It is a chilly, crisp start to your morning here in the mountains with temperatures in the 40s in the valley. We've got Oktoberfest celebrations kicking off for Labor Day weekend and some fun interviews with local musicians. It's Wednesday, August 31st, and Vail Valley Live starts now.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do,
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Just now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We're halfway through the week, and we've got a holiday weekend coming up. Labor Day is upon us, so we've got a lot of things going on, and a lot of things just happening today on Wednesday, August 31st, the last day of the month. It's crazy that we're already through the month of August. September starts tomorrow. Kids are already back at school, and the weather's been changing, but in a good way. What a beautiful day we had yesterday for the Hot Summer Nights concert, concluding with the North Mississippi All-Stars. Huge crowd out there last night. Absolutely perfect weather. So we're loving our change in the weather, and this is kind of typical for September. We sort of dry out. We get through the monsoon season, and we're going to have some gorgeous days. So we'll let you know all about the weather today. On the show today, we'll have Sarah live in Riverwalk. We've got all the events and activities, Oktoberfest. We've got the paddle battle, cardboard boat derby. We got all sorts of things in Avon you won't want to miss. We're going to catch up with Tony Morrow. He's going to let us know about the super great celebration going on for Tony Galizia, one of our favorite musicians that passed away. We've got something going on at the Riverwalk in his memory. And then it is a Watch and Win Wednesday giveaway also. Awesome sweatshirt that we are going to be giving away today. This is from Outside Television. It's a black hoodie. It's nice and thick. This is going to be perfect for the cooler nights, the chilly mornings that Sarah is experiencing out there. So we've got this going on throughout the day. So we'll be giving you some more details about that during the show. We also want to let you know that you can interact with us on the show as well. If you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, you can always communicate with us via the chat feature. And if you're watching on Xfinity Comcast Channel 17, that's Outside Television, you can watch us there as well. And we're typically with you 7:30 to 8:30. Maybe we'll go a little long today because we've got a lot to talk about. In addition to Tony Morrow coming, we're going to check in with our resident Bavarian, Helmut Fricker. He's going to be, who knows, maybe bringing out the alpenhorn, maybe bringing out the accordion. He will definitely be bringing out the yodel. So we will check in with him at Riverwalk as well. He will be playing this weekend at Beaver Creek with his whole band. So Helmut is a regular fixture on the Beaver Creek music scene throughout the afternoons. But when Oktoberfest comes, that is Helmut Fricker season. So we're going to learn a little bit more about his history in the Vail Valley and what he'll be doing this weekend and what he'll be playing and everything. So a lot of things going on. But first of all, let's get to the weather, so you can see how you should plan your day. Right now, we're looking at nice, cool temperatures right around the 50 degree mark. Feels like 49. And later on today, we'll see highs reaching into the 70s for Vail, 80s. It might even feel like 90 down in Eagle and Gypsum. Overnight lows will be dropping back down to the 40s. So it's quite a temperature swing throughout the day. 30 degrees, 40 degrees in some places. But it gets nice and cool at night for sleeping. And then look at Thursday, another beautiful day. And the forecast for the weekend as of right now, look at that percentage of precipitation, very low, below 10%, below 5%, even by the time we get to Sunday. So I think by Monday, Labor Day, we're going to see a beautiful day. And we were running around Vail Village yesterday getting some stories. And I was with Leah, our producer and a camera person. And we were hot. I mean, it was like hot running around. So grab yourself a little slice of shade today. Even though our temperatures aren't that bad, our humidity is relatively low compared to other areas of the country. It does get hot up here. Wear your sunscreen, bring your water, and I still recommend doing the hike and the bike ride earlier in the day. You don't have to worry about the thunderstorms, but it just gets a little hot out there. Relatively speaking, I know 80 is not hot when you think about triple digits in the desert Southwest or maybe the Gulf Coast, but yeah, but it's hot to us. So I'm just giving you the advice of how I would plan my activities today. But let's bring in Sarah and see what it really feels like out there at the Riverwalk. Hey, Sarah.
Good morning, Trisha. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Good to see you today. How does it feel out there? I know it's still a little chilly, but yesterday it got warm. Did you experience that?
Absolutely. Yesterday it was chilly first thing in the morning, had a jacket on, and then around lunchtime out in the sun, it really heated up. So today it's looking like much the same. We're in the high 40s, low 50s here Mid Valley, but the sun is coming out and it's shaping up to be a beautiful day. And the forecast for this weekend for Beaver Creek Oktoberfest truly couldn't be any better. It looks like warm, sunny beer drinking weather with not too much rain in the forecast. So looks like we've got an awesome weekend on tap for all those celebrations.
You know what? It is going to be warm enough to wear the dirndl and the lederhosen shorts. So there's no issues with outfits. You just got to find them if you don't have them, or at least try to don the hat. Some people just have that felt hat, maybe with the feather in it. I've got one that I got from like Polaner Beer several years ago at an old Oktoberfest. So it just brings something festive. And we've got a very special band coming back. Of course, Helmut Fricker and his band, they're always special. But Trachten Kapelle Lech is coming back from Beaver Creek's sister city, Lech, Austria, and this is a long-standing tradition. So cool that after the COVID-19 pandemic restrictions, we're able to bring them back in town.
That's right, Trisha. Beaver Creek is so excited to welcome back the full band from Lexers, Austria, the sister city to Beaver Creek. And this is a long-standing relationship where groups go back and forth between Lexers and Beaver Creek throughout the year. There's a cultural exchange with students going back and forth. And of course, during Oktoberfest, the full band will be here this year. So this is the biggest group that's ever visited, with the mayor and other dignitaries from Lexers. And of course, they'll be performing all 3 days up in Beaver Creek. So they're always so much fun to host and just to visit with. They'll be doing different appearances around the resort and then playing multiple times throughout the weekend.
Yeah, and you know what, Sarah? I think some of the band members have even come over for Birds of Prey or the 2015 World Alpine Ski Championship. So it's not just always Oktoberfest. Sometimes they pop over for other big celebrations that Beaver Creek is hosting. And what many people don't realize, so the Chop House, when Brian Nolan owned the Chop House, he had 2 clocks right behind the bar. And people would always be like, wait, what's the other time? What's the other time? Where are we talking about? And it was for Lexers, Austria. So that's how much of a connection that they have, and just really cool to see. And I think even on the sign going into Beaver Creek, there's some reference to the sister city. And, many cities do have sister cities. I think Vail's is San Moritz and San Miguel de Allende out in Mexico. But this has been going on for a long, long time. So we're really excited to have them back again. And then, Sarah, the tribute bands. This is always so much fun. I love the Oompa music. But each afternoon, you wind us down or wind us up, because these are pretty fun bands to dance to, sing along to. Tell us about the tribute bands.
Exactly. So Saturday from 4 to 6, it will be Philadelphia Freedom, which is a tribute to Elton John. And watching some of their clips on YouTube, this looks like it's going to be so much fun. Everyone's going to be up on their feet dancing, singing along to their favorite Elton John tunes. And then Sunday is a Brothers Revival. So this is a tribute to the Allman Brothers Band with a former member of the band. So another great band that's represented. So that'll be Sunday from 4 to 6 to close out the festival.
Okay, you know what? I knew we were going to probably see some dirndls and lederhosen, but I wonder if we're to see some kind of a 70s vibe, some big rhinestoney sunglasses in honor of Elton John. I don't know. We could see a mix of all sorts of things.
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Well, we've got a lot to talk about. I know you got to go meet Tony Morrow, so we're going to find out more about that event that's happening right behind you at the little theater, the backyard of Riverwalk. So we're going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to let you know about headlines in today's Vail Daily. We'll let you know about the road and some construction projects going around the valley and a lot more. So stay with us.
Life is brimming with miles and miles of possibility. Gear up. Explore the world how you see fit. The right tires will show you that the experiences you make are the ones you take with you.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
There are times I wonder, why can't I wear white after Labor Day?
Something on your mind? Chew on it. Twizzlers.
We are back. I want to remind you, we've got our outside TV giveaway. It's Watch and Win Wednesdays. So we've got this super awesome hoodie from Outside Television, Channel 17 locally here in the Vail Valley. I love it. It's nice and thick, super warm for these chilly mornings. You won't need it this afternoon, but you're going to need it again once the sun goes down. Might be a good thing to bring out for that Motet concert happening tonight with Avon Live, the last concert of the Avon Live series. But we'll give you some details. We'll give you the phone number later on the show. We're not going to give away right now, later on in the show. So hold on. But let's take a look at what headlines for the last day of August, August 31st. And on the cover, what an iconic view of the Vail Valley, Vail Village, the clock tower, Pepe's deck right there. Just amazing. All the flowers, all the flags. Such a landmark here. It's always like, oh, where do you want to meet me? Oh, meet me at Pepe's. That's what you do. All right. So an afternoon stroll is what we're calling that photo today. So check that out on today's cover of the Vail Daily. Also, the Avon race takes shape. Current town council members, Tamara Underwood and Chico Thune are among the candidates running for 4 open seats in November's election. You can check out more on that on page A3. Also, in today's local and regional news, high notes. Tony G Celebration of Life is set for Thursday in Vail. You can read more about this legendary entertainer here in the Vail Valley. He also had an amazing musical career in Omaha, Nebraska, the Galicia 3 with Joe Sr. and Tony and his brother Joey on the drums. Joey would travel here quite a bit to help Tony with his Jazz Goes to School program. Oh, they just did so much for our community. So learn a little bit about this and then plan to attend the Celebration of Life tomorrow from 2 to 4 over at the amphitheater in Vail. And then we do have some details in our next interview that will let you know about the jam, the little musical celebration with the local musicians that'll be happening down at Riverwalk. So stay tuned for that. Also, in sports and outdoors, Gruner wins Gypsum Creek tournament. Senior leads VMS to third place team finish with a 73. Not bad. All right, Gruner. Good job. So you can read more about that in sports and outdoors on 825. And the Vail Mountaineers This is our Hockey Talk, Vail Mountaineers and Colorado Avalanche Alumni Association partner for the annual alumni event. This is the 4th annual alumni weekend set for September 9th and 10th. This will be next weekend. It's a great fundraiser for the youth hockey programs in our valley and such a wonderful partnership. You know, they're only 2 hours away, but the Avalanche alumni, they're still busy even though they're not playing on a weekly basis, but it's nice to have them out there. Look at that crowd too. A lot of people coming out for that game. So find out more on page 826 about the Vail Mountaineers and the Colorado Avalanche Alumni Hockey Partnership and their big event going on next weekend. So that's a look at your headlines and a few things in the paper you won't want to miss. Pick up your free copy of the Vail Daily. It can be found in newspaper dispensers from Eastville all the way down to Dotsero, or you can just do what I did right now. I went online. I actually paged through the e-edition. So then you see all the ads, the events calendar, everything is right there. So it's kind of like the whole paper is at your fingertips. Vail Daily, bringing communities together. Right now, let's check in on the roads. Roads are nice and dry, probably smooth sailing this morning. Make a top off on the windshield wiper fluid just because you get a little sun glare during this time of day. But everything's running smooth from the Eisenhower Tunnel over Vail Pass. But we do have some construction projects that typically start usually around 7 a.m., at least 8 a.m. And we have some lane closures on the approaches to Vail Pass, as well as your way through Silverthorne up to the Eisenhower Tunnel. You can't see on these screens, but they are a little bit lower down. Now, over in Vail, if you're traveling on the North Frontage Road, there is some lane closures in front of some construction projects that are going on. So not too much of a delay or anything, but just something to be aware of. You can always take the frontage road or take the interstate and get from the West Vail exit to the main Vail exit, you know, those kind of things. We've got some ways you can get around it. You can always hop on the South Frontage Road. There's no construction right now on the South Frontage Road. And there's also that little roundabout and that underpass that connects the North and South Frontage Roads in the middle of that section between West Vail exit and main Vail exit. So just a couple things for you to learn about today as far as road construction is concerned. And that will probably continue till at least November when they wrap things up for the winter season. But let's bring things back to Riverwalk. We have Sarah standing by with Tony Morrow to let us know a little bit more about their event tomorrow night.
That's right, Trisha. I'm here with Tony Morrow at the Riverwalk in Edwards, and you've planned a really special tribute. Of course, Tony Galizia, longtime community member, Vail Valley resident musician. His celebration of life will be tomorrow. So kind of walk us through everything we can expect tomorrow.
Well, excuse me. Tomorrow we will have the celebration of life out at the Ford Amphitheater. That'll start at 2 o'clock. That'll go from 2 to 4. There'll be a lot of music out there, of course, because obviously Tony G, Vail's jazz man, a real legend, tremendous human being. So we'll do that out there tomorrow from 2 to 4. And then we'll come down here to the Riverwalk, here in the backyard, and we will do a special celebration for Tony with a lot of local musicians will be here, led by the Vail Valley Band. Thank you very much to Peter Fontenise and his crew for agreeing to sort of host the musical festivities down here. That'll start at 5 o'clock, and that'll go till around 8 or until the sun goes down. And we were able to, thanks to cut the meat and seafood here in Edwards, they helped us make 100 Tony Galizia sausages. So for the first 100 people who come through the gate here at the Riverwalk, we'll have a sausage for them.
Perfect. And if people aren't as familiar with Tony G, obviously just a huge part of the community. He was really involved in music education here in the Valley for years. Of course, fantastic jazz musician and sausage maker. So if you went to the Minturn or Vail Farmers Market in the last several years, you got to meet Tony, try his sausages, and he would usually play a little song after you bought the sausage.
Absolutely. He was a real Renaissance man. He was a very special man in this community. He'd been here for about 30 years. When you think about the impact that he made in 30 years, it was really significant, and you're right. He was a great musician, but probably what he was really tremendous at was education, music education. He was a great music educator. He was very well known for that. And just a great communicator. I was thinking about Tony the other day, just how special he was. And he sort of personified the term people person. I mean, he was a remarkable guy, and he would sit with him at the farmers market. The way he communicated with everybody, it was very special. He had a real knack of being able to span the generations. He could talk to someone 15 years old or someone 95 years old, and they all loved it.
Absolutely.
They all loved it. So it'll be a nice thing down here tomorrow night. So come on down and join us. It starts at 5 o'clock. Just stop in, bring your own dinner if you'd like, bring your own drink if you'd like. We won't have a bar set up here. So if you'd like to bring some lemonade or a Coke or whatever, just go right ahead and bring it in.
Perfect. Well, Tony, it should be a really special day remembering Tony G tomorrow. Again, the Celebration of Life kicks off at 2 o'clock at the Ford Amphitheater in Vail, and then come on over to the Riverwalk for a nice little music jam with some great Vail Valley musicians to continue to remember Tony G.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. This is rather high tech out. Hi, Tricia. How are you?
Hey, I'm great, Tony. And you know what, Tony? I know that your son learned quite a bit from Tony G and has gone on to pursue his musical talents and everything. You know, tell us a little about that. Is he coming into town for this?
Yes, Alec is actually. I'm going to pick Alec up at the airport later this afternoon. He's coming in for the Tony G Celebration of Life, and I think he would tell you Tony G made a huge impact on his life. I mean, growing up in Vail and being kind of a musical kid, it's there weren't a lot of opportunities. I think it's better now than it was when my son was 23 now. When he was growing up, there weren't quite the musical opportunities there are now. And Tony G really stepped in. I mean, he was kind of like, well, he was a mentor for my son. He was also a coach. And my son, used to play the saxophone in the basement, to a CD, and then all of a sudden started to get to know Tony G. And Tony G would come over to our house and sit down and play with him for an hour, and then invite him to come out and play. Certain venues that Tony would be playing at. So I mean, for our family, Tony G was a huge inspiration and very important part of our lives, for sure.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Well, we're glad to have Alec come back and everything. So, yes, thanks so much, Tony, for putting this together. And I think we're going to have the community come out, to the Ford Amphitheater and then to our little amp right in the Riverwalk backyard. So thank you for helping organize this. And Peter Fontenay for getting the Vail Valley Band to help lead the charge.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Okay, perfect. All right. So once again, this will be tomorrow at 2 to 5 at the Ford Amphitheater for the Celebration of Life for Tony Galizia, our beloved musician who we're just so sad to have to say goodbye to him. And then Band by the River, honoring Tony G. So we're going to have the local jam hosted by the Vail Valley Band, a great group of local musicians. First 100 people are treated to a sausage Galizia. Otherwise, bring food and drinks there. It's going to be just very informal. You're next to all those restaurants. You could probably grab something to go and pop it down to the little amphitheater behind the buildings, all the retail, residential, right along the bike path, right where Sarah is where this event will be taking place. All right, we've got a lot more of Vail Valley Live, including our hoodie giveaway from Outside Television. So stay tuned. It's a Watch and Win Wednesday.
We're for the fashion forward and budget-minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Are you ready for summer gardening? Here at Knapp Garden Center, we take pride in our selection of beautiful, hand-picked, perennial, and annual flowers. We also carry a wide variety of delicious veggie starters, herbs, bushes, shrubs, trees, soil amendments, and so much more. Our selection is carefully chosen for our altitude, soils, and climate and reflect the hardiness of the Rocky Mountains. Visit us today at 295 Rule Road in Eagle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 p.m., and weekends from 8 to 4. Knapp Garden Center has everything you need to craft your beautiful outdoor space this summer.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this trial, call or visit our website today. The Steadman Clinic and Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact your Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
If you like yesterday and the day before, you're going to love it today. We've got another beautiful day in the forecast, and that's going to stay with us probably all the way through Labor Day. So you've moved into the September pattern, which is typical around here. We get rid of the monsoon rains that we see in August, and even though we're not quite ready for September yet, sometimes Mother Nature doesn't know that. She just does what she wants. But we're going to see beautiful sunny skies today, really not a lot of wind at all, and maybe a few high puffy clouds, but nothing that's going to cause any rain. We're already at 52 degrees this morning. We'll see our temperatures reach into the mid to upper 70s for Vail, well into the 80s down valley. And if you're just out in the sun, we were walking around Vail Village yesterday, and man, it was hot. We wanted to grab ourselves a slice of shade for sure. So maybe, do the activities, the heavy exerting activities, biking up Vail, hiking up Vail Mountain, and then go in for a nice lunch in the shade, maybe along the creek. That would be my recommendation for today. Temperatures will be down in the 40s overnight, and as you can see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even Monday, we're going to be in the 70s, even the low 80s by Sunday, and hardly a chance of rain at all in the fourth. So what a beautiful weekend for all the outdoor activities we have going. Of course, the Motet playing tonight at Avon Live. Opening up for them will be the Frisco Collective. And then we've got the mountain bike race, the last one of the season. It should be a great night for all mountain bikers that are doing the Vail ride tonight. So just a couple things going on. But then also, hey, we want to see your pets. So this is your dog. Could be the next pup of the week. We're doing a really fun thing on our Instagram account, Vail Valley Live. So we're doing fun things, different people's pets, all different types of dogs. Hey, but even if you have a cat, a hamster, a turtle, you could throw those in there. We'll make light of it. We will have some fun with that. But yeah, just DM us on Instagram at Vail Valley Live for your chance to be on our show. But let's bring in Sarah and see if she has time to chat with us about some other events that are going on. So, of course, we've got the Beaver Creek Oktoberfest. But, Sarah, we're going to have ducks filling the pond. We've got all sorts of things going on with our Vail Rotary Duck Race. It's the annual. It's been going on for decades. This is when the Gore Creek turns into a sea of yellow on Sunday.
That's right, Trisha. This is such a fun tradition over in Vail. And if you haven't seen this event, just the spectacle of seeing the water be absolutely filled with all these ducks. People are cheering their ducks on. So many great prizes, and obviously for a great cause. So make sure you sign up. This is a really fun one to participate in, and also just to watch the crowds and watch the ducks make their way down the water.
Yeah, and you can still adopt your duck. So you don't actually get the duck. They adopt them because these ducks, they're kind of doing the circuit. Other rotaries have duck races. I've been over to Breckenridge when they've had theirs. So these ducks are on tour right now. It is their season to help raise some money for these different nonprofits. And you can buy a flock of ducks. You can buy a singular one. They have different pricing for all of that. If you've been out to any of the farmers markets, they've been there with their booth. So one duck is $10. You can get 10 ducks for $50. So it's just pretty cool that you can get all these different ducks for different prices. And so you just adopt the duck. And also, you know what, Sarah? You know what's so funny is when that whole creek gets full of ducks. I've seen it where there's dogs that are in there, and the dogs are so confused because they're like, wait, how am I going to grab all these ducks? They want to grab, and then there's more, and then there's more, and they're like, wait, I can't even handle it. So it is such a fun thing to watch, especially for your daughter. How old is your daughter now?
So she's 3.5. So this will be so fun to take her to watch. I mean, seeing the kids cheer on their ducks, even if they don't know which is theirs, just again to see like you're showing in these pictures, it actually turns yellow with this flotilla of ducks. It is so fun. Everyone gets super energized. So really fun. Of course, they're going under the covered bridge, so make sure to bring your camera. It's going to be fun to capture some nice photos over there too.
Yeah, and you know what? The first duck wins, so that wins. But then there's several other winners beyond that. On the website, you can kind of check out what the prize money is going to be, and they have all sorts of different things that they load up, just to get people interested in it. If it's just not cash, maybe it's some other kind of prizes. And then the Vail Rotary does so much for youth in our valley and different projects around, so many things get done because of these groups that come together. So it should be a lot of fun. You could still get your ducks. So we have opportunities for that. Even the day of, I think they'll be at the farmer's market or at least selling them right on site. So that should be great. And then beyond that, we're about ready to kick off a 5-day Vail Jazz Party. It's the culmination of a full summer of jazz. We've had the Thursday night jazz going on. We've had the free Sunday night concerts. Well, this Thursday will be the kickoff party, and we've got all sorts of great performances. We'll have Wycliffe Gordon. We'll have Bill Cunliffe. We'll have all sorts of great people here. Nikki Harris is coming back with her gospel prayer meeting. That'll be dedicated to Howard Stone. That was the co-founder of the event itself, and he passed away earlier this summer. So big special tributes. I bet you Tony Galizio will probably be honored as well. He did so much with the youth, and he was always a big part of it all throughout the summer and during the weekend. So I think 35 hours of music throughout the 5 days is what's going on with Vail Jazz.
It's amazing. And Trisha, I know you've gotten to see a lot of those performances this summer. I feel like each year, it doesn't seem like the quality of these performers and just everything they bring to the table can get better, but they continue to step it up. It's just such a great program to be able to host here in the Valley, and just it stretches throughout multiple weeks. So a really fun into the summer season with the last few shows over there.
Yeah, and you know what? We're talking about a lot of lasts. And another last thing that's going on today, we've got the last Vail Art Walk. And this is really fun. It's free. It's educational. It's about an hour long. You basically meet at the Vail Village Transportation Center, right at the Welcome Center, the very top level. And then they walk around, so wear comfortable shoes. Molly Eppert leads this from Art in Public Places. They have a couple new art installations as well. So if you're curious about these and how the town of Vail obtained them, they were actually donated. So it's so neat that how some of this art gets here. It's great to have that program. So that's going on today. We've got the last Avon Live concert with the Motet tonight, the last bike race. So we're winding things down, but we still have a few things going on in September. We'll have a couple more Oktoberfests, and we'll have Hike, Wine, and Dine up at the Beeve. And, we've got the Walk to End Alzheimer's going on in Eagle in September 24th. So we still have a few more things happening. I love September. It's one of my favorite times of the year in the Vail Valley.
Hey, Tricia, the temperature's off. We've already seen some leaves up high start to change into that nice, beautiful gold with the aspens. So September is always a spectacular month here in the Valley. You mentioned Hike, Wine, and Dine, a great fundraiser for Jack's Place over at the Shock Cancer Center. So that'll be a hike at Beaver Creek Mountain, followed by stops for different restaurants to enjoy some delicious food and drink. And then, of course, the Mountain Rats Festival in Eagle later in the month for mountain bikers or people that want to do a nice trail run. And, of course, the Farmers Market in Vail continues through October 2nd. So this is your last weekend to shop at the Farmers Market in Minturn. They always wrap up Labor Day weekend, but you still have 4 more Sundays in Vail. So make sure you go over to some pastries, and they do such a great job curating those booths with produce, with some fun artisan goods. So make sure to check that out before they wrap for the season as well.
Oh yeah, and I love just going there for lunch. I went to Minturn. I got some Inner Light juice. I got the empanada. I got the elote corn. So I was doing all the farmers market things. So definitely. Okay, well, Sarah, we're gonna take a 2 break. Don't forget, we've got the giveaway coming up later on in the show. It's the Watch and Win giveaway with the Outside Television sweatshirt. This is a size XL. So we'll be giving you the numbers soon, so you can get that into your phone and get it ready to go. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. This summer, enjoy the joy of America's gift to music, jazz, and its many subgenres at the 28th Annual Vail Jazz Festival. Headliner concerts are Thursday evenings at Lion's Head, and free concerts are Sunday evenings at the Solaris Plaza. For more information, go to vailjazz.org.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Are you ready for summer gardening? Here at Knapp Garden Center, we take pride in our selection of beautiful, hand-picked, perennial and annual flowers. We also carry a wide variety of delicious veggie starters, herbs, bushes, shrubs, trees, soil amendments, and so much more. Our selection is carefully chosen for our altitude, soils, and climate, and reflect the hardiness of the Rocky Mountains. Visit us today at 295 Rule Road in Eagle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 p.m., and weekends from 8 to 4. Knapp Garden Center has everything you need to craft your beautiful outdoor space this summer.
Flowers are fighters. That's why the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is full of them. Because flowers find a way to break through. Just like we will. Join the fight at alz.org/walk.
Well, we are back. We are watching Vail Valley Live. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Tricia Swenson. We've got Sarah Interarity down at Riverwalk, which is hosting once again that Tony Galizia Jam with the Vail Valley Band. The memorial for Tony will be at the AMP tomorrow from 2 to 4. And then at 5 o'clock, we're going to bring things down to Riverwalk in the backyard on that little stage. It should be a really nice night and a great way to pay tribute to one of our musical heroes here in the Vail Valley. But let's bring Sarah on in and talk a little bit about Grand Hyatt. Hey, we're here. Sarah, we've got Grand Hyatt, our studio here. Do you know that they have a new sushi pop-up store? Or not store, it's a
Trisha,
restaurant.
I'm so excited to check this out. You know how much I love sushi, and we don't have a million options here in the Valley. It's so great to have Grand Hyatt Vail, which is such a beautiful venue right there on the creek. So I cannot wait to check this out.
I know, yeah. So we're gonna pop in there tonight and get a little sample of what's going on. But this is Yoshimi, and this is from a restaurant in Mexico City. So they brought the concept here. It's just a little pop up. And here's, oh, wow, mouth-watering goodness right there. Perfect. This should be really fun to check out. So once again, you don't need to be staying at the Grand Hyatt Vail to enjoy this. This is open now. And they did a little pop-up this winter as well. And it was successful, so they wanted to bring it back. And then also, Gessner, great breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I've had the red beet hummus toast, instead of avocado toast. How about red beet hummus toast? So that's been pretty cool. But Sarah, a few other things that are going on. Walking Mountains does so much for the kids, but also for the adults. For your Wednesday, we've got a couple of things going on. Now that the gondola is open daily at Vail and Beaver Creek, take advantage of the nature hikes offered up on Vail Mountain from their Nature Discovery Center. And then they've got their free nature walk in Avon. And then an easy nature hike on Vail Mountain as well. And then some art classes. And then at the Beaver Pond Tour. So these have been rained out quite a bit this summer. So tonight, I think would be a nice night. You go all the way out to East Vail, probably about as far east as you can get. And there's a pond there, and the Beaver Lodge is there. And sometimes you see them working hard, busy as a beaver. There's a reason that saying is there because they're pretty active, especially around that time. So 7 p.m. is when the Beaver Pond Tour will be tonight. So I would always just, call Walking Mountains, maybe check it out, go to their website, and you can find out more about these. But this is such a great resource for families, right, Sarah?
It really is. They also offer science classes up and down the valley. And I know my daughter has learned so much at the science classes at the libraries. They're just such a fantastic resource to have in the valley. Everyone that I've worked with or interacted with from their team is just spectacular.
Yeah.
They're so dedicated to reducing footprint, to just making sure we're doing sustainable practices, reusing. So great educational tool. And then of course these tours are just another way to learn while exploring all the beautiful natural resources here in the valley.
Yeah, it definitely is. All right. So we got that. I know we got to let you go find Helmut Fricker. He's going to be roaming around talking about Oktoberfest going on this weekend. Every day is Oktoberfest for Helmut. I swear. You know, he probably does puts his lederhosen on every day. His license plate on his car, Sarah, says Yodel. Did you know that?
It does. It really does. And, you know, he's up in Beaver Creek several days a week playing the alpenhorn, playing the accordion, yodeling. And it's so fun to watch him interact with people of all different generations. Of course, young kids love to go visit with him, but seeing people who have been coming to Vail and Beaver Creek for 20 plus years and have known him over the years. So it's just fun to see those relationships blossom. So I think I see him walking up. I'm going to go get him ready and we're going to chat with him about Oktoberfest.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so such a staple up at Beaver Creek, and it's so great to have him. I think Helmut turned 86 this summer. He has a summer birthday in July, so happy birthday, Helmut. And thank you so much for waking up early and coming on the show this morning. So we'll talk to him in just a few minutes. But first, hey, do you need some back-to-school clothes? Even if you're not going back to school. I just always get that urge to do shopping, do a lot of shopping in the fall. So let's find out what Sally January has in her cute store in Beaver Creek. It's going to be right by all the Oktoberfest activities. You got to check it out today. It's called Alpine Kind.
Hi there, I am joined with Sally January, who is the owner of this brand new store, Alpine Kind, here in the heart of Beaver Creek Village. And she's going to show us inside and show us what we have. Come and join us. So Sally, tell us, when did you rebrand? Because this was a different store prior to this.
Right, well, the concept is the same. The store has been here for about 4 years now, but just last week we rebranded to change our name from Siempre Viva, formerly, to Alpine Kind, which refers to kind of what we do here in our shop, which is supporting our mountain community as well as promoting a fun outdoor lifestyle.
I love that. So what was the idea behind the new name?
With our growing retail presence here in Beaver Creek and with the impacts of COVID, our business model kind of shifted. So it was kind of time to rebrand and have a name that's more specific to what we do now.
Well, I totally love the new name. And tell us what we can find in the store, because it looks like you have a selection for men, women, kids, stationery.
Correct. So we have so much to offer here in the shop. We have everything from a full hat wall for the whole family, for men, for women. We have an entire kids section. We really focus on gifts that remind our guests of their trip up here to the mountains, as well as supporting different artisans that I've met through my retail journey.
I love it. I love hats. I have a hat obsession. So
yes.
I don't find many stores that have a selection like this, so it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really fun to curate a selection of different size and styles of hats. When people come up here, I think they forget or don't realize how close we are to the sun, and so it happens to be one of our most popular things in the shop.
I love it. And show us the kids section.
Yeah, let's go back here.
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah.
I especially love these hoodies. The après all day. These are my favorite hoodies so far.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's lots of fun things. In our kids section, we also strive to provide different fun things that require the kids to go outside and play. One of my favorite things in the shop is this little solar print kit where they can take it outside and find some nature and make prints of it. So different things like that, where if you're visiting and want to keep your kids busy while you're staying here, you can come and find something.
I love that so much. And you've got some cute kids hats, because I know being a mom, I struggle to find small enough fun hats, so they've got a selection here.
Correct. We work with several fun local vendors who make all of our hats, including Ski Town All Stars and Locale Outdoor. So lots of hats to keep your kids covered up in the sun.
I love it. And let's take a quick look at your stationery.
Okay, let's go over there.
That's a big hit.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you've got everything here.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a gift for someone, I mean, so these are locally made?
Yeah, these are. This is Augustina, who lives here in the valley, and she has this awesome pixelization art that she does just for us in the shop. And we have Beaver Creek art, as well as we have Carrie Calvin, who's out of Eagle, who makes these fun prints.
But they've literally got everything for men, women, kids, gifts, stationery. I love. So come and check it out right by the ice rink in the heart of Beaver Creek. alpine kind. Thank you so much, Sally.
Thank you.
All right, I love that store. So I was just in there last week and I saw these super cute shoes. So they've got a ton of shoes. As you can see, all the gift items for the kids. So it's going to be right next to all the Oktoberfest celebrations. So I go a little early. So Oktoberfest starts at 11 with all the music. Trachten Kapelle Lek is going to play first. And then we're going to roll into Helmet's band. And then Trachten Kapelle will come back again and everything. So, but speaking of Helmet, he is here, right, Carlin? Okay, all right, we're going to go out to Sarah and Helmet and learn a little bit more about this Bavarian entertainer that calls Vail home.
That's right, Trisha. I'm here with Helmet Fricker, the absolute favorite entertainer in Beaver Creek, and I've heard some different stories, so we need to get the record straight. When was your first performance in Beaver Creek?
Opening day, the 15th of December, 80.
1980. So
So
Helmet
it makes it 42 years.
has literally been performing since the first lift.
Exactly. 8 o'clock in the morning.
And still a fixture at the Beaver Creek scene 3 days a week, yodeling, playing the accordion, and this, I know, is your favorite weekend of the year coming up.
Of course, Oktoberfest. I started actually the Oktoberfest, like I think 18 years now, 18 years ago. And I had my band on the steps right there by the fountain. There was no stage or anything, and no ice rink, not ready. I mean, there was the ice rink, but there was not enough room for the band. So I went to the staircase and played with the band.
Nice.
And no chairs, no tables, people sitting on the rocks, drinking beer and having a bratwurst. That was it.
It's definitely grown a little bit over the years.
Oh my, beautiful. Right now, it's my favorite Oktoberfest. From all your, and I do every weekend for the next 6 weeks. I do Oktoberfest.
And we already, as soon as Helmet got here, we were setting up for the shot. We've already had some fans up on the second floor balcony here at the Riverwalk asking him to yodel and perform. So no shortage of fans here in the Valley.
Well, the yodel is my trademark. And I yodel actually because I can't remember the words.
And tell us, you're performing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes, Friday evening we'll start with the band from Germany, Austria, Lech, Austria, which is the sister city of Beaver Creek. And those guys are fantastic. And Stefan, the leader of everything, he's a great guy. And he gives a lot of speeches too. He let you know what's going on in Austria.
And this will be so fun. This will be the first time we've had the full band from Lexers here, the biggest group ever. And I know you've got a great relationship with them, so it's always fun to have them in the resort.
Oh, yeah. We love them. And it's a good thing to speak the same language, like I.
All right, will you give us a little song?
Okay. Right on, honey. Let's get talking Texas like that. And all my exes live in Texas. But they're good housekeepers. Each time I get a reward, they keep the house. We're telling jokes too.
Oh, yes. We love all your jokes, Helmet. And hey, Helmet, I got to ask you, I know that you used to travel quite a bit in the fall to other places to play Oktoberfest. Are you doing that anymore? Or are you just going to play the local ones?
Are you traveling to other places for Oktoberfest besides Beaver Creek?
Oh, well, no, we have 2 weekends. Next week is the line set for 3 days, and then the Vail Village. Okay. And then I do private stuff, private homes and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He's a busy guy. It's Helmet Fricker season going on right now, that's for sure. So, yes.
The next one, I do one in Dallas.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Dallas, Texas.
All right.
Okay, perfect. All right, we're losing your signal a little bit there, but all right, maybe Helmut can stick around and he can play another little tune for us at the end of the show. He could play the victory music for our giveaways, Sarah. We do have our giveaway coming up. We're going to give you the number right now, but don't call quite yet. We're going to give it away at the end of the show. It is at 970-390-2921. Don't call yet. 970-390-2921, and we'll be giving away this extra large size sweatshirt from Outside Television. It's a Watch and Win Wednesday.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
All right, I want to thank Grand Hyatt for this Weather and Mountain Report. Don't forget the lifts open at 9:30 in Lions Head Village with gondola number 19, the Eagle Bond gondola, Gandhi number 1 out of Vail Village, and then over at Beaver Creek, Centennial Express opens at 9:30 for you also. Ticket offices will open for you at 9 a.m., so you can go in there, you can kind of decide what kind of tickets you want to get. You need a lift and lunch package, maybe a lift and a bike haul package, maybe you want to do some of the events up at Epic Discovery. That's going to be available for you up at the top, and daily operations continue throughout the week, but after Monday it'll be weekends only at Beaver Creek, Saturday and Sunday through the month of September. Over at Vail and Lions Head, it'll be Friday, Saturday and Sunday all the way through October 2nd, which is also the same day as the last Vail Farmers Market. So just want to let you know what's going on with the lifts, just in case you need to plan ahead. But weather-wise, wow, not a lot of planning necessary. I don't think you're dodging any raindrops today. You're going to dodge the heat, though, because we're going to see the temperatures rise into the upper mid-70s for Vail and well into the 80s down valley. And with that sunshine, it gets pretty intense. We have, we just have some intense rays up here. You can get sunburn warned in actually a matter of minutes, 15 minutes or so. If you're out on a patio or just enjoying some sun, make sure you get some sunscreen on today. Apply it early and reapply it often. Overnight lows will be down into the 40s, and then look at the extended forecast Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hardly a chance of rain at all. We'll see a few puffy clouds here and there, but otherwise really beautiful skies and mild temperatures. Just really nice for sleeping. So that's a quick look at your weather. We have a few other things going on up at Beaver Creek. They're wrapping up their weekly programming. So yoga today from 9 to 10. That's the complimentary yoga that they've been doing in the plaza. And then we also have a little bit going on with Helmut Fricker. He'll be stopping by also as well. So you can check this out. And then Movies Under the Stars. It'll be the last one with Clifford, the big red dog. This will be shown at sundown. Sundown a little bit earlier these days. So we've changed as the month has gone on. Our daylight hours are getting a bit shorter. So stop by the plaza for that. And then we're rolling right into all the Beaver Creek Oktoberfest events. And this will be happening for you starting on Friday, 4 o'clock. They'll be tapping the keg and they'll be kicking off the music with Track to Compel Lech. So this is the band from Lech, Austria, Beaver Creek's sister city. Lechzur's a great ski area, but also a wonderful place to go for the summertime. They'll be opening it up from 4 to 5:45, and then 6:15 to 8, we will have the Helmut Fricker Band. So this is Helmut and the entire band. He brings the whole group up on stage. And then on Saturday, 11 a.m., there's Helmut. He's leading the chicken dance, okay? If you've got the chicken dance hat like that little girl has, you gotta bring it out because that is super duper fun. So chicken dance, all dances, Edelweiss. I wonder how many times we're going to hear Edelweiss, Carlin, this weekend. It could be a drinking game in itself. But the music continues on with Philadelphia Freedom. There'll be the Elton John tribute band on Saturday, starting at 4 to 6. And then the tribute band on Sunday is going to be Brothers Revival with the Allman Brothers. So that should be a lot of fun also. Now, a few other things that are going on just down the hill from Beaver Creek. Don't forget, we've got Summer's End, and they've got their outside cinema, lakeside cinema going on Friday, playing the movie Up. Saturday, enjoy all the different stand-up paddleboard rentals and paddle boats, the fishing, the volleyball right on the beach. But then on Sunday, we're bringing out the SUP races. It's the paddle battles. And this is fun. They've been doing this for a couple years now. But the stand-up paddleboard, they'll be offering cash prizes. They've got the SUP Squatch team race. So this is good, clean fun, people. You fit a bunch of people onto a SUP. And then the cardboard derby. Look at these guys. They've got their helmets on. They think they're going to be going pretty fast. Look at that little thing crossing the water. Cardboard derby. It's a regatta team race. So get your creative juices flowing. You can register at avon.org for all of these events and learn a little more. It should be a lot of fun. And then we've got 2 Sunset Live concerts happening on Sunday afternoon, one at 3 o'clock, the next one at 5:30. So normally it's just the later time, a doubleheader for Sunday. And then on Monday, we're going to be bringing out the Summer's End concert. So we've got a doubleheader with that too. And all day throughout the day, we're going to be bringing out the kids, the families for the bounce houses and all the kids' activities, food, drink going on. And then we'll have Arlo McKinley and Jeremy Pinnell opening up for Big Richard. So this should be just a real fun way. This is all on Monday. So Beaver Creek wraps up their events on Sunday, but we've got one more concert that you can go to on Monday. So that's what we have going on. All right, is it time, Carla? All right, drum roll, please. We're going to be doing the giveaway for our Vail Valley Live Watch and Win Wednesday. You can win this extra large outside TV sweatshirt. It's got the hoodie, very comfortable. Everyone's craving it. Everyone's craving it. They want to win this. All right, I've got a call already. So let's see if this is the call. Okay, hold on. Hello? Hello? Oh, hi. You're our winner. Hi. I'm good. Who is it? Okay, what is your name? This is Diane Kim. Okay, Diane Ham is our winner. And where are you watching from, Diane? From Parker, Colorado. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, you know what we're going to do? Diane, I'm going to stay on the phone with you, and then we're going to go out and have Sarah and Helmut Fricker wrap up our show. Okay, Carlin? All right, so, so Sarah and Helmut.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching Vail Valley Live on this Watch and Win Wednesday. We're going to turn it over to Helmut Fricker for a few more tidbits of music to get ready for Beaver Creek Oktoberfest this weekend. All right, Helmut, take it away.
Oh, yes. Everything is about beer. Because beer, beer makes you smart. I made Budweiser, you know what I'm saying? But last night I got stopped by the police, so be careful drinking. Just drink responsibly. I got stopped by the police and said, "You're drinking?" He says, "Yes, you're buying." Here we go. In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. Our friends we gone from here. Our friends we be drinking on the beer. Roll out the barrel. We will have the barrel of fun. Roll the barrel. We got the blues on there and hold sing sing out the song of the cheer, whiskey, wine, and beer. Now it's time to roll the barrel till the gang's on. Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you mañana.
It's summer
in the mountains. It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
Living it.
Living it.
lots to do, lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning. Every morning.
At 7:30. 7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.